welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to do a quick follow-up video on the NeoSD Pro, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about Neo Geo CD compatibility. So back in, I believe, June, Terra Onion, the manufacturer of this, announced that they were going to be doing Neo Geo CD support through the NeoSD Pro. All you had to do was get the new firmware update, get some Neo Geo CD game images or ROMs, and you'd be good to go. Or so I thought. I did a video right off the bat as soon as it came out, showcasing Samurai Shodown RPG, which I was super pumped to try out, just because I had never tried it before. And believe it or not, that was pretty much the last CD game I could get to work. I tried so hard to find compatible ROM sets so that I could, play some of these games, but it seemed like everything got lost in the shuffle because right after the initial release of the new firmware, I believe they launched their Sega CD EverDrive. And that kind of stole the thunder, it stole the spotlight, and everybody kind of forgot about the NeoSD Pro. So there really hasn't been too many updates. Also, I know Roseola, who had been working with them, a big Neo Geo supporter and developer behind the scenes in the Neo Geo scene. I know that he was going through, I believe, some health issues, and I know he kind of had to take a step back from the limelight to deal with that. So I believe up until this point, there were only 51 games released, which is, a major feat nonetheless, to be able to play 51 Neo Geo CD games on the AES console. Pretty amazing stuff. However, finding working ROM sets were, to me, it seemed almost impossible, to the point where I was in communication with other people, connections I have, because it was frustrating, to have this ability and not be able to get it to work. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I would get games and it would just boot up to a blank screen, or a flickering black screen, and nothing. And it was pretty disappointing. After starting to read through the Terra Onion support forums, one of the members there, whose name was Yoshi something, I apologize, but he knew his stuff. Between him and one of the Terra Onion moderators, they kind of recommended the place I needed to go. And again, the same thing. I was getting, blank screens. After a while, I got the majority of the games to work, but I believe it was like 19 were still no good. Maybe 19 or 18 were still no good. Just a blank screen. I couldn't figure it out. So I just wanted to pass along some information that I've found through experimenting. I did finally get everything working. I got all the games working, and I believe the issue is a Unibios issue, to be honest with you. Maybe not, but what I found, believe it or not, was that to get these games to work, I would have to, once I booted them and I had the black screen, I would have to hit the reset button on the console while holding down A, B, and C to get into the Unibios menu. And then once there, I actually changed the system mode to arcade, and then they would boot. And obviously, they would play the home console version, but for some reason, those 19 games, to get them to boot, I had to flip it to arcade mode. Don't know why, and you have to do it for every game. Every time you go back to the menu and load a new game, same thing. Reset the console, hold down A, B, and C to get into the Unibios menu, and you'll see it's like a corrupt Unibios menu, like the graphic image on the top is kind of messed up, but nonetheless it still works. And then just flip it to arcade mode and the game should boot. So I just wanted to pass along this information because I get a lot of messages from people who watched my NeoSD video that they're having such a hard time getting working games, and they paid a ton of money for this thing. So I just want to get it out there that it does work. You just want to, follow the installation instructions by NeoSD. You're gonna have to download special .neo files for the 51 games. You're gonna put that into your root menu of the SD card, and then you want to make matching blank folders that the file name will match the .neo file name. So for example, off the top of my head, ADK World, that ROM would be ADK World.neo, and you want to also make separately a blank folder ADK World without the .neo part. And then you would put the files that you download into that folder. And basically the .neo file will make it pop up on the game select list, and then the cartridge will know to look inside that folder for the Neo CD files that need to get loaded. So I just wanted to do this quick video just to let people know that the games do work. If you have a Unibios, it may not work unless you set it to arcade mode, so just know that. I don't know what's up with that, but it was a fix for me, and it was annoying, but we figured it out. So I just want to pass along the information to you guys so you can enjoy this feature that's built into this great flash cartridge. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.